Maybe do some missions. That could be a good option. Or we can actually try and see if we can actually get ourselves married somehow. So who are we planning on marrying to? We're looking for a noble. Arrow of the Kerjate. Hang on. No. Wasn't the Kerjate before? Huh? Wait a second. Spouse. Oh wow. Okay, that I was not expecting. So apparently, apparently Arwa, who we were previously who we tried to court earlier and failed, unfortunately, but I did have the opportunity to I guess to pay her father in order to marry her, I guess, has now been married has now married a member of the Khuzaits, and is now indeed a noble of the Khuzait armies. A very strong warrior, by the way, but oof, that's a shame. Looks like we've lost ourselves a very, very powerful ally, I guess you can say. Oh well, it is what it is, just the way it goes. We'll have to look for a brand new spouse then, I guess. Who can we find? So noble, who is not married, of Aserai blood, who's female. Who do we have? Who could be a good person to try and marry into? Janab, Manan, Sulhana, Suna, Zunano, or Zuad. Zuad, okay, it appears to be someone we could try and go for. Last seen in Asira. So Zuad of the Banu Ati. Yep, let's go over in Asira. So let's head on over. Asira is here, and yeah, maybe we can put our whatever little charm we have left to good use, and see whether or not we are lucky enough to ask for her hand in marriage. And if not, then I guess we can go ahead and check in with her parents as to whether or not they're willing to give us her hand in marriage instead. So we're looking for Zuad. Okay. Last seen in Asira a little while back. We are bleeding 1,000 gold a day, unfortunately. A lot of money lost to tribute, seems like. Oh, hang on. We just saw her name pop up. Zuad. There she is. Let's have a chat. Why not? Greetings to you too. There's something I'd like to discuss. My lady, I wish to profess myself your most ardent admirer. We are considering offers. Did you have someone in mind? Perhaps you and I? Yep, there we go. So we meet from time to time, as is the custom, to see if we are right for each other. I hope to see you soon again. So what we'll have to do is wait about a day or so, and then we should be able to chat with her and yeah, just see whether or not we can get ourselves to enjoy each other's company. And she hasn't left the city yet, so that's good. We should be able to find her, let's say in the morning. Let's wait a little while. Yep, that should be good enough. So, Zuad, there she is. Let's have a chat. So, I'm glad we have the chance to spend some time together. Yes, it's good to have a chance to get to know each other. They say you have traveled quite widely. Tell me a bit about your journey. Let's go with this one. I feel lucky to live in a time where a valiant warrior can make a name for himself. Very good indeed. Yes, you might be correct. Between your followers, your rivals, and your enemies, you must have met a lot of interesting people. Yes, I've seen cruelty, degradation, and degeneracy like you wouldn't believe. Fascinating stuff, all of it. Okay, not too sure how that's something that you can actually use in order to, you know, make someone like you, but, I mean, whatever works. Right, some people say you will go far. Suppose you were to rise to a position of power. What would you do? I'll make sure those who stuck their necks out for me, who sweated and bled for me, get their due. Nice, awesome. So that's the first conversation we have had with Zuad. Yes, you might be correct. Well, it seems we have a fair amount in common. perhaps we can talk more when we meet again. Indeed, we do need to go ahead and wait yet another day and speak to her again, and this time we will have some very tricky conversations, and these are the conversations which will kind of decide whether or not she will decide to say that yes, she is willing to have my hand in marriage, accept my marriage proposal. There we go. So, talk to her again. Zuad and chat. Jassid, my greetings to you. Perhaps we should discuss a future together. Yes, well, I've been thinking about that. I like a warrior who strikes fear in the hearts of his enemies. Are you that kind of man? Well, as a guy who executes people, I'd say that is something I do. My foes may not fear my sword, but they should fear my cunning. That sounds good to me. Oh, Gabriela, thanks, Besassi, thank you so much for the tier 1. Good to see you too, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're currently working on seeing if we can ask Zuad here for our hand in marriage, so that Jassid can finally indeed have himself a wonderful partner by his side through sickness and health. So currently in the most critical conversation to figure out whether or not she is happy for whether she is willing to join us and become part of the Bani Sayid family. So yes, that is what we're trying. That's what we're trying. So I'm happy to hear that. I am concerned that you do not have the means to support a family. Well, looks like we're going to be winning this one. Critical chance success 100%. Usually, success chance with 1 chevron increases the success points by 1. This is giving it with 2. So, can't your passion for me overcome such base feelings? Ah. Yes. For those of you watching on YouTube, I just went ahead and did a bit of emotion with a little bit of a fist pump to celebrate that success. So, yeah, having a good charm, that worked for us. Ah, it makes me so glad to hear you say that. Yes, I think I would be honored to accept your proposal. Talas, as head of our family, needs to give his blessing. There are usually financial arrangements to be made. Oh dear, that's where things can get expensive. Thankfully though, it looks like he's right here. Talas, right? Talas is indeed the father. Yep, that's correct. As we can see, Zuad is considered to be his daughter, and a respectably experienced daughter at that as well. So let's have a chat with him. Talk. Jassid, my greetings to you. Very nice looking headpiece there, I must say. So then, what is it? I wish to discuss the final terms of my marriage to Zuad. Very well then. So what is he expecting from us? Survey says... Oh! Wow! Hang on. Only 1,300 gold. Here's the thing, right? There just a few minutes ago we checked Arwa. When I had failed to ask for her hand in marriage and went to her father to see if he would accept us marrying her, he asked for about 34,000. And now this guy's only accepting 1.3k. So my suspicion is, if you are able to make the person you're trying to court happy and accept your hand in marriage, then you might possibly have to pay less. That is, of course, however, something that could also be affected, however, by the amount of skill points and how skillful, if you will, that person you are marrying is, if you will. Yep, man's getting married. Gotta do what you gotta do. The Bani Sayid will rule Caladria as one happy family. So here we go. There goes the gift. That, I guess, is the dowry. Just like that. In 3, 2, and 1. On the 10th day of summer, 1087, Jassid married Zuad. Yes, indeed we will. Okay, I've never actually taken the time to watch the animation for marriage here in Bannerlord, so that's pretty cool. And you also see the 2 banners for the 2 separate families as well. Very nice touch indeed. show the unification of the two families. Indeed, Retro, indeed. Nice. Hope you two have been doing well, by the way, and enjoy your time on Vermin and Tide 2 earlier as well, so hope all's good. There we go, and that's the success. There we go, wonderful. So, let's proceed then. Congratulations, and may the heavens bless you. You as well, you as well. Probably not going to be able to tonight, man, but I appreciate the offer. It's going to be... tonight I think it's going to be Bannerlord, so that we can continue with our amazing playthrough here. And now we have ourselves a larger family, if you will. And now also more access, I guess, to or access to a brand new character. We will indeed take into our into our party, I think. Or is she already here? No, she's not yet here. So that would be Tavern. No. Keep. Hang on. Where has she disappeared to all of a sudden? Zuad. Okay, she's currently regrouping, so I think she's probably soon going to be. We can soon add her to the party. Nice. So let's leave a little bit of time here to pass and see where she is. She's currently staying in Razikh, which is intriguing because we're never mind, because we spoke to Talas. I think she might have left the town and started her own party while still under her own control, and then switched on a little bit later. I was just pulling your leg, Retro. I was just pulling your leg. But thank you for that. Appreciate it. So, in we go. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our latest character added to our party. Do we have space in the party? Yes, we've just leveled up our space by 1, just in time to have Zuad join as our latest addition. So we'll level up some people as well. Any missions we can do? Gang recruits? No, thank you. There is, however, an arena tournament we can jump into. Fine Steel Leaf Spear. Probably better than what we have. Right? No, it's exactly what we have. However, what we can do if we wanted to is go ahead and switch out our armor or our equipment, if you will, with anything that Zuad has. As it turns out, the things we already own seem to be a lot better than what she has. However, that is an interesting looking sword. Oh yeah, I see a little bit of an engraving there, just shimmering away, and some cool markings on both the handle, the handguard, and the hilt as well. Very cool, very interesting. But yeah, she seems to be pretty decent with a bow. With a bow, so that's also pretty good. Maybe we can find her some better arrows as a marital gift, I guess. There we go. We'll get her some stronger arrows. These at least now have a piercing of 3 compared to a piercing of 0, which she originally had, and also has a little bit more ammunition as well. Therefore, much more effective. We'll pay 5,000 for that. But it's a worthwhile investment. Ah well. What can I say, Retro? We make our own beds, mate. We make our own beds. So, let's see how we're gonna. Well, what are we gonna do now? Let's go ahead and perhaps try and help out any nobles in the area. If we can. Good. We do have one of our caravans still fully operational, which is lovely to see. And who would you like to give the VIP of the stream to? To Sassy herself? I think that might be a bit of a problem, Retro. To the best of my knowledge, I cannot give someone who is already a moderator a VIP, the rank of a VIP for the remainder of a stream. So, oh nope, no can do. I'll give her back mod instead at Sassy. There you go. Did that work? Got you back as a mod, hopefully. Yep, there you go. Welcome back. Nope, just checking to confirm. You are indeed back to your moderator rights. And I'm glad to see that you two moderators are getting along pretty well. So, needs access? No, thank you. I'd rather not do those missions. For the most part, one party tends to end up being a little bit less happy than the other. So, how about Kubyar? Anything over here we can do? Cheeky ones. I see you. So, army of poachers. We can do this. Yeah, this should be an easy task overall. Let's go ahead and do just that. Let's leave. We need to head over to Waltas. We'll hang out here until the early morning, and then we should be able to encounter the poachers who are just illegally attacking these lands and taking a lot of its goods. There you go. Around about midnight, we'll try and negotiate with them first, so maybe we can come to an agreement. So, what's there to discuss? You're not bad people. You can easily ply your trade somewhere else, somewhere safe. That is true. However, now we'll have to see what we can come up with. 80%, that's not a good one to go for, although, I mean, it looks to be good, but it's not really. Let's go with this one. You talk about poor folk, but you think the people here like their village turned into a nest of outlaws? And that's a critical fail, so we are going to have to take the fight to them. We could decide to leave if we wanted to, but yes, we will go ahead and take on these poachers and give them the good news, I guess.
Soldier, everyone!
So everyone will go into loose formation and attack. Here we go. All they have are 32 archers, relatively weak units overall, to be honest. But go ahead and take them out, and I think we'll get some leather as well upon killing them. So shields at the ready. Take the brunt of the fight. There we go. Good looking. There's some good looking bows on a few of them though. None of those short bows that tend to be used by what's it called? By the Aserai archers, the Khuzaits, and the Empire, if you will. These are closer to what can be found with the Britannians, if you will. A lot more similar to longbows, if you will. There we go. We've increased our reputation with a few people, including I think the noble of these lands, even better. So that's more power to us. Increase, and we'll get ourselves a Mameluke as well. Mamelukes being infantry with heavy axes instead of running around with swords and shields. So more of so they would fall in more as shock troops, if you will. Yeah, shock troops, a lot faster. Right, let's see if we can get something to do with Emir Thais. We have a very bad reputation with him, so I think he might not accept us. Nope, since we do not have a good history, he's not willing to accept our. He's not willing to allow us to help him out with his task, unfortunately. What about you? Needs drought animals? I guess that depends on what animals you need. Do tell. He's looking for 22 mules. Is willing to offer us meat in return. See if we can. No, it would take 6 days to complete by Zuad. Actually, we'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, we'll go. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll assign our wife here on a nice little mission for starters. She'll be away from us for 6 days, hopefully. I think in total, but by the end of it, it'll give us some additional food that we can sell off to make a profit. Pole arms, we can increase our swing speed, the bonus damage, actually speed bonus damage, yep, by 20%. Troops in formation have speed bonus damage increased by 20 as well. Meanwhile, Steed Killer allows pole arms to deal 70% more against mounts. Interesting. What do our troops have in terms of equipment, for that matter? You have a spear. You have a spear. What about regular infantry? Spear as well. Any veterans available? Veteran infantry? Doesn't look like we have any veterans. Most of them seem to have died along the way. But I think that would be a good option. If they're able to take down enemy cavalry easier, the more for us. Also, yes, thank you for the hydrate. I forgot about that indeed. Thank you so much. So, topping up with my first glass of water for this evening. Indeed, grab yourself something refreshing to drink. And cheers to you all. Stay hydrated, stay healthy. Down the hatch. Oh, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. So, let's head over to Iakis instead, over here. Perhaps we can find a good mission. We can escort a caravan, or we can help with the rival gang. Also, I think there is... Nope, hang on, pressed the wrong button there. Tell you what, yep, since I did forget to do it earlier as well, for you, Retro, I'll top up with another glass of water and go for it that way. And cheers, everybody. Nice. So, let's back on out here. And, yeah, I think we'll go for the escort mission. So, try and help on out. We will be running into quite a bit of resistance as we go along, but we'll see what we can do in the process. We should also later on be joined by our wife and her units as well to help out. Oh, declaration of war again against the Vlandians. Okay. Why would you want to go ahead and take the fight to them? I mean, yes, they will devour all of Calradia, but you're nowhere near strong enough to take them on right now. They have more castles, they have more towns, more armies. I mean, we'll accept the vote, but it's not gonna work out for us anytime soon, I'm sure. There we go. But yeah, we do have a mission to take care of, so we're gonna be helping out this caravan first before taking on the Vlandians. Right, 80 bandits in total, so gonna be a tricky one. 1 Aserai equals 6 Vlandians. I'm not too sure that's the ratio, but I appreciate your trying to make me feel better about it. There we go. And horsemen in scheme. I want you guys to... yeah, we'll tell you guys to engage. Horse archers in loose formation and engage. Hopefully our actual cavalry here will indeed fight in melee form as well as they go along, not just with javelins. Too far. There was an idea here. There we go, recovering from that one. So big fight going off in the middle there. Try and help out. I'm just hoping that we don't lose anyone in the process. It will be a bit of a waste. And we have a lot more units to take on later on as well. There we go. However, as you can see, since their horses have little to no armor, just basic saddles really, and they have no defense, just cloth armor really. Our slashing weapon here, the double hook, is able to absolutely decimate them with every single strike. They did take out one of our horsemen, unfortunately. Yes, it does become a little bit of a mosh pit. Again, it's just how it goes with cavalry battles, really. We'll send our infantry to charge in as well, or at least we'll tell them to engage instead. Nope, just charge in. Better option. There we go. Well, 2 units lost so far. Make that 3. Yeah, but as you can see, the moment you get horses get stuck in clusters like this, a simple infantryman with a spear on the ground can definitely cause massive havoc to any other to anyone on horseback, really and truly. Which is why it's always a good idea to be a little bit more cautious in doing so. Hang on a traffic jam. Use this to our advantage here. Come up and accept your fate, I guess. You lucky contenders, lucky contestants have just earned yourselves a ride back to, or rather, either a trip to the grave or alternatively a trip to my prisoner, to becoming my prisoner. There we go. Nice and easy. So yeah, we did lose 3 cavalry as it turns out. Low-level cavalry, but we'll be able to get them back easily enough, I'm sure. Upgrade you. We'll get some more infantry, please. And we're okay. Take all the horses we can. It's always good. It's never a good idea to leave horses on the table if possible. Let's pick up additional recruits. Mameluke. I'll go with 2 of you, might as well, until we find additional horse riders. Well, not to worry. They're not gonna stay my prisoners for long. I'm gonna sell them off that easily, so... You never know, could be reconstituted into someone else's army. Two-hand yet again, leveling up nicely. So, increased damage with two-hand by 50% against mounts. Ooh, pretty good. Whereby infantry troops will then have an additional 10% damage against mounts. Note it doesn't mention that it's only for two-handed weapon or infantry troops with two-handed weapons. So that's good to see. Shield breaker, an additional 40% more damage to shields with two-handed weapons, or similarly to 10% for our irregular infantry. So I'd rather go for damage against mounts. That way they're dismounted and can be eliminated a lot more easily. One of our people here seems to have leveled up somehow. Hang on. We'll give you a little bit more movement speed. I believe the Falcon is, he's indeed in charge of one of my caravans here, so good to see he's been putting in a little bit of work. We'll increase the trade skill. Hopefully we can get they can carry a bit more weight and therefore earn us a little bit more of a profit over time. A few more troops, and now we'll wait. There we go. On the road again. So let's go ahead and I remember a little tip for you. If you press Alt and then you click on a certain party that is friendly, you will go ahead and chase after it. You will follow it, rather than if you were to click immediately on it, you would interact with it. Otherwise, the other alternative is to consistently left click in order to follow behind that particular unit. But simply Alt click and you'll follow it. However, if they engage in combat like this, you would just stand off to the side and not engage. Then you will have to click on the unit in order to engage in combat. Yes, I do chop heads, but only of the Jawal and of Vlandian nobles. So I do have standards. There we go. Right, troops here, archers here in loose formation, cavalry in skein formation this time, and mounted archers in loose formation. There we go. We'll put soldiers to engage, archers to... yeah, we'll tell them to charge, might as well. Cavalry to charge, and mounted archers to engage. Off we go. Hopefully this will work out for us. Billhooks had ready. There, ooh, nice. We got 2 kills with 1 strike there. Massive damage there with a rusty billhook as well. That took out many troops. Just like that. I think 2 slashes we took out 4 people. So that's the power of a well-timed strike with a 2-handed weapon for you, especially if used for chopping. This horse archer. Work. Yeah, it seems like it was a good idea as well, sending all of our units to attack on the front lines rather than keeping our infantry hidden away in the back. I'm suspecting since they have access to javelins, they were able to cause even more damage to the enemy mounts, and therefore eliminate them before they can cause more harm. We got a runner, got a rabbit. There we go, well done. Any more? I think they're all escaping. However, our guys are giving chase as best they can, at least. Once all horses stop moving, that will be the sign that, well, actually, the moment everyone stops moving, like so, that's the sign that there are no more enemy infantry or enemy units, if you will, on the battlefield. So we'll take all the prisoners again and level up accordingly. Let's see, Mamelukes. Let's get another horse archer, might as well. Or someone heading into a horse archer. More horses, and we'll continue following this caravan. They seem to be raiding a town, not a little village not far from here. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. Sell off the prisoners, and sell anything we don't need, like so. Nice and easy. What about something we can buy? Ooh, that's a very cool looking turban. Very cool indeed. I love the little emerald as well, I believe, in the center. Seems to be another helmet as well. Nowhere near as fancy in my opinion, but I take it the presence of chainmail gives it a little bit more of an edge in terms of armor. But 63,000, I have nowhere near that amount of money to afford it just yet, so we'll stick to what we already own. That's the best option. Maybe one day. It'll be a nice little crown jewel, if you will, or to commemorate our successes in the field. So heading now over to Askar as our next location. We do have 101 days of food at our disposal, and I'm kind of curious as to where how long is left until until Zuad comes back. Another 3 days since the mission started 3 days ago, and it's 6 days in total. Then we'll get a lot of meat that we can either eat or sell off accordingly. There you go, more raiders again. We'll take them on. Rinse and repeat. We've got ourselves... I think we've found ourselves a pretty good strategy here. So, infantry there, archers here in Loose, cavalry in Skeen, and horse archers in Loose. There you go. There you go. Everyone... Hang on. Troops will, I think, engage. Yep. Archers will charge. Riders will engage, and horse archers will engage. There we go. Just getting used to the best strategies and the best ways to assign them now that we're learning some things. So we'll dive straight into them if we can. Don't see any shields, which is good. They don't usually have shields anyway. Oh, actually, they do have shields. So some of them are a little bit... so it looks like they sometimes randomize whether or not they do get that kind of equipment. Someone getting dismounted, which is great. Remember, there are indeed movement bonuses, or rather damage bonuses when moving on horseback. So the faster you are, the more damage the more damage you're likely to deal to your opposition. So that's why the faster you go, the better. Also, of course, you can use that to your advantage if your enemy is riding quickly towards you. Therefore, their momentum will make them hit your blade a lot more strongly, I think. Good hit. Okay, slow it down, tight turn, and find ourselves another one. There we go. Nope, not gonna let them get a shot off into any of ours. Just thinking about making a run. Ooh, barely missing him. Barely missing. That's a kill. Who else is left? Oh, there's one. Oh, tried to see if I could jump over a crate of apples here. But this time, sadly. He's chasing after our horse archers, I think, but since he's right behind them, he's not quite able to get the attack he needs. They're not quite able to get the angle they need to kill them. There he is, just one. Let's go ahead and get him, nice and easy. Ooh, very nice. Almost jumping over the entire lake there. He is, we're catching up. Nicely done. Good work. And that is indeed another victory. So congratulations to our wonderful band of units. GG, GG. More prisoners. More units to be upgraded. Should we do so? Yeah, we can, might as well. We'll give these as regular infantry this time. And we'll take everything they have in store. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff.